Question 1. Animals that can vary their body temperature in response to changes in their environment are A. Poikilothermic, B. Homeothermic, C. Diploblastic, D. Triploblastic. The answer to question 1 is A. Poikilothermic. Question 2. Okay, so the diagram below is an illustration of the drawing of a mammal by a student used to answer question 2. The type of view of the drawing is A. Posterior, B. Ventral, C. Anterior, D. Lateral. The answer to question 2 is D. Lateral. Question 3. Prokaryotes belong to the kingdom A. Animalia, B. Protista, C. Fungi, D. Monera. The answer to question 3 is D. Monera. The diagram below is an illustration of a member of the class in the division Bryophyta. Study it and answer the questions 4 to 6. So this is the diagram. The organism illustrated belongs to class A. Musae, B. Pteropsida, C. Hepatica, D. Dicotyledonei. The answer to question 4 is C. Hepatica. Question 5. The part labeled I is the part labeled I is the A. Sporophyte, B. Apical notch, C. Rhizoid, D. Gemma cap. The answer to question 5 is D. Gemma cap. Question 6. The main function of the part labeled II is A. For sexual reproduction, B. Production of multicellular productive bodies, C. For absorption of light during photosynthesis, D. To reduce transpiration from its body tissues. So the part labeled II. Okay. The answer to question 6 is B. Production of multicellular reproductive bodies. Question 7. During photosynthesis in green plants, the formation of ATP occurs in the A. Epidermis, B. Xylem, C. Bark, D. Chloroplast. The answer to question 7 is D. Chloroplast. The information below is on the stages of conjugation in Spirogyra. Use it to answer questions 8 to 10. So we have I, conjugation tube is formed. II, protuberance from each cell goes to meet each other. III, two filaments lie side by side. IV, the male gamete passes through the conjugation tube into the opposite cell to form a zygote. Now question 8. The first one is III, followed by II, followed by I, then IV should be the last. So I answered them based on the length of the arrows. So the shortest arrow is the first and the longest arrow is the last. So the answer to question 8 is C. Question 9. The biological importance of II is that II is a protuberance from each cell goes to lie or meet each other. So question 9A, importance of II. It is where the zygote is formed. It is where the male gamete is formed. It protects the gamete. And D, it forms the conjugation tube. The answer to question 9 is D. forms a conjugation tube. Question 10. Conjugation also takes place in A. Amoeba, B. Paramecium, C. Virus, D. Yeast. The answer to question 10 is B. Paramecium. 11. Which of the following vertebrae has vertebraterial canal? A. Atlas, B. Thoracic, C. Lumbar, D. Sacrum. The answer to question 11 is C. Lumbar. The diagram below is an illustration of the transport system in an animal. Study it and answer questions 12 and 13. The type of transport system illustrated is A. Closed circulatory system, B. Lymphatic system, C. Open circulatory system, D. Respiratory system. The answer to question 12 is C. Open circulatory system. The class of animals that exhibit the illustrated transport system is A. Amphibia, B. Aves, C. Insecta, D. Reptilia. The answer to question 13 is C. Insecta. Question 14. The function of leukocytes is to A. Facilitate blood clotting, B. Engulf bacteria, C. Destroy lymph in the system, D. Transport oxygen to the cells. The answer to question 14 is B. Engulf bacteria. Question 15. The structure in insects that serve a similar function as the stoma in plants is A. Spiracle, B. Lung, C. Mouth, D. Trochanter. The answer to question 15 is A. Spiracle. 16. The cup-shaped part of the Bowman's capsule contains A. Nephron, B. Loop of Henle, C. Nephridium, D. Glomerulus. The answer to question 16 is D. Glomerulus. Question 17. In hot weather, urine becomes A. More concentrated and lighter in color, B. More concentrated and darker in color, C. Less concentrated and lighter in color, D. Less concentrated and darker in color. The answer to question 17 is more concentrated and darker in color. 17b. 18. A drunk driver could not drive in a straight manner because the alcohol affects the nervous system by A. Making the driver over alert and hyperactive, B. Interfering with the action of the digestive system to produce more glucose, C. Improving the communication between the brain and other neurons, D. Causing blurry vision and reducing alertness. Answer to question 18 is D. Causing blurry vision and reducing alertness. The diagram below is an illustration of a fruit. Use it to answer questions 19 and 20. So this is the fruit. The type of fruit is A. Fleshy, B. Succulent, D. Indehiscent, D. Dehiscent. The answer to question 19 is D. Dehiscent. Question 20. The mechanism of seed dispersal illustrated in the diagram is A. Water, B. Explosive, C. Wind, D. Animal. Now looking at it, you already have the idea. The answer to question 20 is B. Explosive, as you can see the seeds spreading. Question 21. In water culture experiments, the bottles are covered with black paper to prevent A. Air from reaching the plant. B. The lower part of the stems from photosynthesizing. C. Decomposition of macroelements. D. Algal growth in the solution. The answer to question 21 is D. Algal growth in the solution. 22. The oxygen released during photosynthesis is obtained from the A. Ionization of water. B. Excess oxygen taken into the plant. C. Breakdown of carbon dioxide. D. Breakdown of glucose. The answer to question 22 is A. Ionization of water. 23. The seedlings in a rice field were found to have reddish leaves with poor root development. This is because the soil lacks B. Phosphorus. 24. Excess sugar is stored in mammals as A. Glycogen. B. Galactose. C. Starch. D. Sucrose. The answer to question 24 is A. Glycogen. 25. The process by which fats are broken down into droplets for easy digestion is known as A. Deamination. B. Assimilation. C. Emulsification. D. Absorption. The answer to question 25 is C. Emulsification. A solution of starch and glucose were put in a dialysis bag and suspended in a beaker of water. In the diagram I. Diagram II is a graph of the results from the experiment. Study them and answer question 26. Questions 26 and 27. So, in which of the following summaries best describes the amount of water, starch, and glucose in a dialysis bag over the course of the experiment? So one thing you need to know is you are comparing the molecular size. Look at starch and then glucose. Molecular size of glucose small as compared to starch because starch digests is broken down to form the simple unit of carbohydrate, which is glucose. So looking at everything, so a summary of everything. So what happens? Water increases, starch is unchanged, glucose decreases. Question 27. The aim of the experiment is to investigate how transpiration occurs in plants, molecular sizes affect movement through permeable membranes. C. Semi-permeable membranes are functional. D. Water dissolves solid. I already answered this. Answer to question 27 is B. 28. Rhizopus is a saprophyte because it A. Digests food extracellularly. B. Feeds on living organisms. C. Grows on trees. D. Manufactures its own food. The answer to question 28 is A. Digests food extracellularly. 29. Which of the following statements is likely to be an effect of the elimination of decomposers from an ecosystem? A. Concentration of carbon dioxide will increase. B. Food webs would be more complicated. C. Refuse will accumulate over time. D. Soil nutrients will increase. Refuse will accumulate over time when decomposers are eliminated. In which of the following aquatic habitats would there be least salinity? A. Freshwater. B. Estuaries. C. Swamps. D. Marine. The answer to question 30 is A. Freshwater. Study the food chains below and use them to answer questions 31 and 32. So 31, which of the following food chain are not correct? So let's look through which ones are not correct. So maize transfers energy to man. That's true. Man does not transfer energy to grass. So this is not true. Grass transfers energy to grasshopper. That's true. Grasshopper transfers energy to lizard. That's true. Lizard transfers energy to hawk. That's true. When I say transfer to energy, I mean it is being fed upon. Grass transfers energy to zebra. That's true. Zebra feeding on monkey. That's not true. Zebra does not feed on monkey. Rhinos is being fed upon by the lion. That's not true. So the answer to question 31. So we have I, and Ivan. So 31 is C. 32. Which of the following statements about the food chain labeled Ivan is correct? So just the Ivan. Grass is a saprophyte. No. The Tritos is a producer. That's true. Because it begins the food chain. So answer to question 32 is B. 33. In an ecosystem, bacteria and fungi are regarded as their decomposers. 33 is D. 34. Breathing roots are A. An adaptation for desert life. B. An adaptation for swamps. C. Found in all aquatic plants. D. Found in epiphytes. Answer to question 34 is B. The diagram below is an illustration of an instrument used for ecological studies. Study it and answer questions 35 and 36. The instrument is used to A. Catch earthworms and ants. B. Caterpillars and frogs. C. Grasshoppers and butterflies. D. Earthworms and butterflies. The best fit for this is C. Grasshoppers and butterflies. 36. If the length of the collecting net is 8 centimeters, what would be the implication of its function? A. The organism's cut would escape easily. B. Swinging the instrument would be difficult. C. The instrument would trap the intended organism. D. To make the handle inefficient. And that's question 36 is A. Now these grasshoppers and butterflies that are going to be captured will escape easily. 37. A farmer planted beans, maize and potatoes on the same piece of land. What type of interaction would likely occur on the farmland? A. Interspecific competition. B. Intraspecific competition. C. The farmland will be easily weathered. D. The nutrients on the farmland will easily be depleted. The answer to question 37 is A. Interspecific. Now, each of these crops are of different groups or classes. A company bought an expanse of land and cut down all the trees on it. Use a statement to answer questions 38 and 39. The term used to describe the cutting down of trees on the land is A. Afforestation. B. Deforestation. C. Reforestation. D. Forestry. The answer to question 38 is B. Deforestation. 39. What is the likely effect of the action on the environment? A. It will lead to a reduced effect of global warming. B. There will be growth of new species of organisms. C. There will be increased accumulation of oxygen gas. D. The area might be prone to flooding. The answer to question 39 is D. Which of the following natural resources is formed from the remains of dead animals? A. Coal. B. Firewood. C. Iron ore. D. Fossil fuel. Answer to question 40 is D. Fossil fuel. 41. Which of the following statements about human blood groups is not correct? O is recessive. A is dominant over B. B is dominant over O. A and B are codominant. O is recessive, that's true. A is dominant over B is not true. They're actually codominant. So the answer to question 41 is B. 42. The types of fingerprint patterns in humans are A. Whole, alternate, opposite, and compound. B. Compound, loop, whole, alternate. C. Whole, arc, compound, and loop. D. Arc, simple, compound, and opposite. The answer to question 42 is C. 43. An example of physiological variation is A. Blood group. B. Height of plant. C. Skin color. D. Body size. The answer to question 43 is A. Blood group. 44. The sex of humans is determined by the inheritance of A. A pair of homologous chromosomes. B. X and Y chromosomes. C. An extra chromosome in males. D. A dominant gene. The answer to question 44 is B. X and Y chromosomes. 45. Genes are found in the A. Centriole. B. Centrosome. C. Chiasma. D. Chromosome. The answer to question 45 is D. Chromosome. A man with blood group A marries a woman with blood group B, and they have two children. The first child is blood group O, while the second child is blood group AB. Use the information to answer questions 46 and 47. Which of the following statements is not correct? The A. Two children belong to the man if both parents are heterozygous. B. The man can never have a child that has blood group O. The second child only belongs to the man if both parents are homozygous. The first child does not belong to the man if the man is homozygous. Question 46. The answer is B. The man cannot have a child who is blood group O because A and B are dominant. O is recessive. So that's the 46. That's the answer. So 47. If both parents are homozygous, the children would likely belong to blood group A, AB, B, O, C, A, D, B. Question 47. The answer is A. It's AB. AB codominant. 48. The evidence of evolution that paleontology is based on is A. Fossils. B. Vestigial organs. C. Embryology. D. Comparative biochemistry. The answer to question 48 is A. Fossils. 49. Which of the following evolutionary trends in plants is correct? So looking through them, so let's look at C. Algae, moss, fern, seed plants. That's right. Because algae is the smallest. Looking over here, fern will not evolve into an algae. Moss is quite bigger than an algae. Moss is quite bigger than an algae in B as well. So the answer to question 49 is C. Question 50. Which of the following processes provides the material for evolution? A. Germline mutation. B. Territoriality. C. Nuptial flight. D. Use and disuse of organs. The answer to question 50 is A. Germline mutation.